Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our Monday micro class, Quantum Sparks. Today, we're going to talk about vibration and frequency. And I know we're repeating some of the stuff that we're covering today. Specifically, I was talking to a real estate agent last week, and she was a little bit down about her business and said, I'm doing everything I can. I'm working on my mindset and being positive, and I'm just not getting the results that I wish for. Uh, so, hold on, just going to let a few more people in. Got it. Okay, so uh, just quickly, for those of you that just joined us, last week I was talking to a real estate agent who was down on her business because she said she's been doing the Quantum Sparks class, really focusing on mindset. And she said, I'm doing everything to be super positive and I'm not attracting what I want. I'm practicing the law of attraction, but I'm not attracting what I wish to get in my life and what I wish my life to be. And I said, what are you doing to practice the law of attraction? And she said, well, fake it till you make it. And I'm being super positive. I'm finding the bright side of everything. And I said, that's not technically how the law of vibration and frequency work. So we had a conversation, and that's why some of this is going to be repetitive that we're covering today, because every week we talk about frequency and vibration. But I wanted to dig a little bit deeper because the law of attraction is not about being positive and finding the bright side and faking it until you make it. What we're going to talk about is frequency and vibration. We are all energy. So we transmit and we receive energy. And our thoughts are energy. The words we use are energy. The people around us are energy. Everything is energy. And we basically attract whatever our energy is. So the world we live in is a mirror of the energy that we have. So, in order to attract a different reality, so think about this, because one of the things that this agent said to me last week is I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel that I can't get off of, that I seem to put in all the work, but I'm not getting the results. And then I get up and I do it all over again. And for many people, this is why the self-help section of Barnes and Noble will never go away, because of that hamster wheel feeling. So let's talk about where vibration and frequency come from. I'm going to dig in a little bit deeper, and we might go slightly over today because this is so important. But vibration and frequency, which are energy, come from our thoughts and emotion. So, thoughts and emotion, by the way, emotion is energy in motion, emotion. Our thoughts and emotions are the energy that we transmit out into the world. And our lives look every day, typically, our lives look exactly the same as yesterday because of our thoughts and emotions. That we have the same thoughts or very similar to the thoughts we had yesterday. And if you have the same thoughts that you had yesterday, then your today is going to look exactly the same, because the thoughts you have, typically the thoughts you have are around the stories that you tell yourself throughout the day. And for most people, they tell themselves the same story every single day. And what is the story that they tell themselves? Well, most of the story that most people tell themselves every day is the stories about their past and things that have happened to them and where they came from and things they did. So most people are living in the past based on the stories they tell themselves about the past and the thoughts, which then cause emotions. because you have emotions around what has happened to you or things that you've gone through in your life. Those are on autopilot for most people, that your thoughts and emotions, the stories you tell yourself, they're on autopilot. And most people, just like when you drive to the same office every single day, you don't even really think about the fact that you're driving to the office. You forget to even look around and see the world around you because you're on autopilot. Well, so are your thoughts and emotions. And your thoughts and emotions are the vibration and frequency that you are attracting into your life. So, of course, your life is going to look exactly the same as it did yesterday. So, the only reality that there is in the world is right now. The present moment is the only reality. The past has already happened, it no longer exists. The future doesn't exist yet. The only thing that exists is right now. And this is the most important because this is where the energy is created. This is where your vibration and frequency have the ability to create the life you want. So you have a decision to make. Are you going to live right now in the past, or are you going to live right now by creating the future? And the way that all of this manifests, either reliving the past, which is reliving the same exact stories that you've told yourself up until now. You could stay on the hamster wheel with the habits of the thoughts and emotions you've been having around the stories that you tell yourself. And by the way, the stories that we all tell ourselves are not reality. They are a version of a reality from our own perception. And over time, we add and change those stories a little bit to make them fit our personal narrative. So, in order to create the life you want, in order to go from being something that you are today, everything you have right now, the life you have, the people around you, the money that you're making, the success you're having or not having in real estate, all of that is a byproduct of the present moment and choosing right at the present moment whether you're going to live another day on the hamster wheel of yesterday and reliving automatically the thoughts and emotions of yesterday, or are you going to create new thoughts and emotions based on what you wish for in your life? So, I'm going to dig into this a little bit and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to end today's program by coming back to this idea of past, present. Again, the only thing that truly exists is the present moment. The future does not exist yet. The past has already passed. It doesn't exist. So let's talk about vibration and frequency. I'm going to run through these slides really fast because the best is at the end. So, really important today, we're just going to focus on the nature of frequency and vibration. Like, what exactly are those, and how do we know that this is how we create our reality? Again, the reality that you're living right now is a byproduct of the energy, the frequency and vibration you've had up until this moment. And if your life looks pretty much the same as it did 5 years ago, that's no surprise. That's for most people because you get into an energy habit of who you are and you just continue to perpetuate that on the hamster wheel. You can't get off. If you want to create a better life, it's not about being positive, just saying, hey, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to find the bright side of everything. And then the world will create what I want. That is not the same as physically changing your energy, changing your thoughts, and changing your emotions, because changing your thoughts and emotions will create a new energy for you to be able to create whatever you want in your life. So, energy is the life force that goes through all things. It is the source of power, and it is the key to creating anything we desire. Everything in our universe has energy. Frequency is the number of cycles per second of a wave. It's measured in hertz. So at the top here, you'll see something that's high frequency. At the bottom, you'll see low frequency. Vibration is just motion. Vibration that it's energy. Frequency is the rate of the motion. So typically when in the past quantum sparks classes, I talk about vibration and frequency. They go hand in hand. Oftentimes, vibration just means that the energy is moving. Frequency is the rate at which it moves, and they are the same thing. I'll just say high vibration, low vibration. If you want to attract into your life, if you want to attract a new reality, you have to magnetize it to you using vibration and frequency. High vibration is how you attract what you want in life. Let's see, I don't want to bore you with all the details here. In fact, I leave all the slides. If you want to go through and look at the slides in more detail, you can always go to lairrealty.com/quantum sparks. But these are meant to be like really fast classes, a 20-minute class, and there is a ton to cover in 20 minutes. So if you want to go back and review the slides, go to lairrealty.com/quantum sparks. So think of this: vibration and frequency carry encoded information. This means that our internal state is the carrier of our external outcome. The vibration and frequency we create, the energy within us, creates an external outcome. The life you have right now is a byproduct of the thoughts and emotions, because your thoughts and emotions are the energy, the frequency with which you have attracted your current life. So if you are not attracting the life, if you are not living the life you wish to be living, you need to change something regarding the energy. You have to think differently than you did yesterday. That is not the easiest thing to do because your energy has become a habit. And that is why you're on a hamster wheel. So vibration is like just the physical motion of a tuning fork, and frequency is how many times per second those movements occur, and that determines like the sound pitch or the 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 rate of the vibration. So your vibration is your state of being, and frequency is how refined, fast, or coherent that vibration is. You can use your thoughts and emotions. Emotions help tune your frequency so that you can attract quickly. That means you can attract the life you want, a totally different life that doesn't even look like the life that you have now, unless you want it to, really fast by understanding the laws of energy. High vibration, like joy or love, are high frequency. Low vibration, like feeling guilt or fear, those are lower frequency. Everything has a vibration and frequency. Everything, all the table in front of you, everything has a frequency, both living and non-living things. Words have frequency, emotions have frequency, thoughts, intentions, the environment and the people around you all have frequencies. Everything has a vibration and frequency. Whoops, we're going backwards. And you are always broadcasting. So even when you say nothing, when you show up, your vibration and frequency are always speaking on your behalf. You don't have to say a word. When you show up in a room, you've brought your vibration with you. You don't attract what you want in life. You attract what you're in harmony with. So this is why this agent said to me, I'm always very positive and I don't attract the things I want in life. That is because being positive, like finding the bright side of everything, while that's a good thing, I think being optimistic and positive is a wonderful quality, but that doesn't attract things to you. You have to change your energy. Like believing that you can find the bright side of everything is not the way to manifest the things you want in life. You have to understand how exactly you can change it and attract exactly what you want in your business and your life by using the laws of energy. Hold on, we froze here. Let me get out for one sec. Okay, so if you are a doubter on any of this, by the way, I would love for you guys to go check out. There's some great experiments which you can Google or you can find books about. If you need proof for your own knowing on how manifestation works and how energy works. For example, there's a Dr. Masaru Emoto who wrote a book on his water experiments. And basically, he was testing energy. And basically, for example, he would have bottles of water where he'd write really negative words on the water, or and then he would freeze it to look at the formation of the crystals after the water was exposed to negative energy. And it wasn't just putting water in bottles and putting negative words. He used thoughts, he used words, he had directed emotion towards the water. And then he would freeze the water and study the ice crystal formations. And there were noticeable differences in the ice crystals when the water was exposed to, say, love and gratitude versus hate. So, really interesting studies on that. There have also been experiments around plants, like how energy of a human being affects the energy of a plant and the thoughts of that human being. And the whole idea of these studies is to show that our thoughts are energy. We can't see them, but they can affect something outside of us, which is just to prove that the energy within us, we create within us what happens outside of us. There's also Cleve Baxter's plant consciousness experiments. These two were really about just showing how the energy of a human and the words of a human can, and the intent, by the way, of a human can act, the energy affects things outside of the human. The law of resonance. This is where you want to spend your time studying if you are trying to create a new reality for yourself. The law of resonance says that things with similar vibrational frequencies or characteristics tend to interact and align with each other. So, you have created a life for yourself, and your current life is a vibrational match to the energy you've had up until now. And you don't even realize probably that you are putting out a specific energy through your thoughts and your emotions. But most likely, you have been on the hamster wheel with the same thoughts and emotions, telling yourself the same stories, reliving the same narratives day in and day out, that you have created a habit of a frequency. And that has created the life you are living right now. If you want to create a new life, we're going to talk to you about how to do that. So, your thoughts, emotions, and overall frequency influence what you experience in life. The universe reflects back what you are, not necessarily what you desire. It reflects back what you are. Now, this is often contrasted with the law of attraction, which focuses on attracting things you want by being positive and having visualizations and being like super optimistic about things. Being optimistic, if you do not feel through your thoughts and emotions, if you do not feel the way that you would like your future life to feel, so picture your future life, and just as you Create the perfect life for you. How much money do you have? What kind of house do you live in? What does your day look like? As you think about those things, you have the ability to attract them, but you have to believe that you are already living that life. Remember that the only thing that actually exists is the present moment. So some of you will say, well, I can't be living my future life in this moment because it doesn't exist yet. Well, neither does your past life exist. That has already taken place. So you are reliving something that has already passed. It is gone. It no longer exists. The only thing that exists is right now. So if you want different circumstances for your life, you have to begin living right now your future life as if it already exists. Because, by the way, your future life already exists if you choose for it to exist. As soon as you make the decision and you can feel it and you can put your emotions around it, as soon as you make the choice, it already exists. Just as you reliving something from last week exists. The law of resonance suggests that when you are aligned with a certain frequency, you will attract and experience similar frequencies. Instead of passively attracting things that you desire, the law of resonance proposes that you receive a reflection of your current internal state, including your identity, beliefs, and behaviors. So, in order for you to attract the life you wish to be living, you have to become that person. You have to drop your old identity of who you have habitually become. I won't even say it's that you are who you wish to be right now. You are who you have habitually become through habit, through the habit of your thoughts and emotions. To experience a different reality, you need to shift your inner identity and become the person who embodies the qualities and states of being with your desired future. Resonance or alignment is achieved by embodying your desired future self and aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that new identity. Determining that this is my life. Determining, write out what your life looks like if it were perfect, and then start living that in your own mind, in your own thoughts, and your own happy emotions. The more that you can begin living your future life in your thoughts and emotions and get out of your past present, you'll begin attracting everything you wish for in your life. Energy precedes outcome. So the energetic state that you emit determines the type of experiences that you're inviting into your life. Many of you are on that hamster wheel that by habit, you are reliving yesterday, which was the same as the day before, which is same as the day before, so that your life has looked exactly the same for the last 5 years or more, because your thoughts and emotions have been pretty much the same for the last 5 years or more. And if you continue to live on that hamster wheel, not being aware and just going about with the same types of thoughts and the same types of emotions and the same stories in your head, then 5 years from now, you'll be exactly where you are right now. Because the energy that you put out creates the life moving forward. If you embody the state of the version of you that has already achieved your vision, you will begin achieving the vision. So you have to embody the state of mind, the state of thoughts, the state of emotion. You must embody the state of the version of you that has already achieved your vision. As soon as you decide what you wish your life to look like, you have made the decision to change your thoughts and emotions, hence your energy. You have decided to take a different path than you have up until this moment. So the more that you can embody the state of that new you, the faster that you will attract it. This is the process of you building a frequency driven life. It is you using energy as a strategy to attract all the things that you're meant to have, the life that you're meant to have. It is your opportunity to use emotional awareness to make decisions from alignment, not urgency. Remember, everything around you is a mirror, including the people you surround yourself with. If you master your frequency and master your thoughts and emotions, which is your vibration and frequency, if you can master thoughts, emotions, hence frequency, you will master the field of possibility for your life. You guys all know just from watching past our past quantum sparks classes, the different levels of frequency, what is good frequency and what is good vibration versus low vibration. But let's talk about 5 quick ways in which you can master your thoughts, emotions, frequency, so that you can attract the life you wish to have. Number 1, just understand the map of consciousness. Just understand so that you can notice within yourself when you're in a low frequency. All of us feel it. I mean, emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. When you feel yourself with fear, grief, apathy, guilt, shame, those are low vibration. It's really important to understand the map of consciousness so that you can feel when you're in low vibration and get out of it. Because the only thing you're attracting is not good. And many of you are on that hamster wheel that you keep reliving the same day, Groundhog's Day, every single day, because you're not noticing how your thoughts and your feelings are creating the life you have right now. Do a frequency tracker. So that means have a morning check-in, a midday check-in, and an evening reflection. Think about what emotions are you waking up with? What are your dominant thoughts throughout the day? What event is affecting your energy throughout the day? Are you responding with good energy or bad energy? And what can you do to shift it if you need to? And then really start noticing at night before you go to bed, what are your high frequency moments of the day and your low frequency moments? And decide when you go to bed how you're going to wake up tomorrow. Are you going to wake up on the hamster wheel with the habits of your thoughts and emotions from yesterday? Or are you going to choose a new you? Also, start noticing your environmental frequency. Look around you, your surroundings, the energy you're in, the workspace that you're in. How much clutter is there? All of everything around you, from the light, from the organization of your space, to the music / noise in your environment, and really important, the people around you. All of those are contributing to your energy or taking away from it. So start noticing, do an environmental frequency check. We started today's program talking about that the only thing that truly exists is right this second. And that right this second, you can choose whether you're going to live in the past or the present. I'm sorry, the past or the future. So the present exists. And this present is going to be dominated by my past thoughts, or it's going to be dominated by me building the frequency for my future that I wish to attract. Me deciding right now that my thoughts and emotions have already become the future me. Just remember, they are equal. Your past is no longer exists, just like your future does not exist. These are just ideologies in our own head. The only thing that actually exists is right this moment. So this is the moment when you get to choose the frequency with which you are going to create. Tomorrow is going to be created either exactly as it is today, with your past, present thoughts, or tomorrow can be created with something totally new by reevaluating, paying attention, and becoming the future version of yourself. In order to achieve new, really big results in your life, you have to break the habit of being who you were yesterday. And the way to break the habit of being who you were yesterday is to pay close attention to the habits of the energy you have become. The thoughts and emotions create your energy, your frequency. Those thoughts and emotions, if you continue to relive them, will continue to create the same energy that will create the life you had yesterday. But if you can choose who you will be in the future and start living that now, feeling the person who you've already chosen to become a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, feeling it in your soul, because that emotion that you put in the choice that you have made is the frequency. It heightens the vibration, the excitement, the joy, the happiness of being the person that you are becoming while you shed the person that you were. Break the habit of being you. Vibration is the language of energy. Frequency is the speed of that language. Master both of those, and you will learn how to tune your personal reality like an instrument. As always, you can check out our previous classes at layerrealty.com/quantum sparks. And if you're struggling with something in your business that you'd like us to talk about in future Quantum Sparks classes, you can go to layerrealty.com/ask anything. Thanks, everyone.